Here we go.
Happy Sunday, everyone. How is everyone's Sunday? Go like this if you're having a good Sunday. Let's hear from you. What is one win that you had this week in your life? Doesn't have to be about Isagenix. It can just be about anything in your life. Comment in the chats. One thing, I want to hear your wins. I want to see what happened in your life this week. It's probably my parents.
No, it's not. I just checked.
Oh, okay.
All right. So comment, family day today. Yes, I love it. Intimate time with Jesus. So awesome. Come on, let's keep these going. You guys comment in the chats. Let's get
Corey got the whole house clean. You moved past poopy thoughts and updated your art website. Everybody, go check out Jamie Lynn's art website. She's amazing.
Desiree moved to
California.
Wow.
Hold on. Kelly Carringer crushed 8-mile run today. Did you do that out of pleasure? Or was somebody forcing you to run 8 miles? Oh, hold on. Our girl just gave herself a shout out. We got a new crystal manager in the house, the beautiful Kate. She's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to hear about her tonight and to hear from her tonight.
I love all of these. Keep these coming. Keep these chats
Taylor
alive.
organized her whole closet. Holy moly. Lizzie Francis just bought Carson's and her Super Saturday ticket. Go like this. If you're coming to our Knoxville Super Saturday, listen, I'm going to tell you something. We got offered a Super Saturday training call just right before this call. Angelique Nori is coming in, and she is going to be bringing us the goods for Super Saturday. You're going to hear from Joyce Stevens. You're going to hear from Lane and Chelsea. You're going to hear from Chelsea Taylor, Carson Schroeder, Taylor Smith. You're going to be hearing from amazing trainers teaching you what you need to do to build your Isagenix organization, and it's going to be a fabulous time.
So to kick it off tonight, let's just start out with, why don't we just start out with the rank advancement that's happened? How about we do that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say before we start out the rank advancement, for those of you who do not have your Super Saturday ticket yet, purchase your ticket. I will post the link after this call. It's $15 to come, you guys. That's going to give you an Isagenix bar. It's going to allow you to be a part of the whole entire day. And it is going to be an absolutely amazing, amazing event. It's going to be very interactive, teaching you the tangible things that you need to know in order to move your Isagenix business. And so if you have not already bought your ticket, when we get off of this call, I will post the Eventbrite link. $15. Guests are free. And from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., James and I are going to be doing an Isagenix overview, and we're going to have laptops afterwards for your guests to be able to enroll on the spot. And James launched a really awesome incentive for you to bring guests.
So who's aware of that incentive? Comment me in the chats. If you are not aware, here is how it's going to work. Just to make it fun, just to make it more exciting. You guys, for those of you who came to New Year's kickoff and you had somebody on your team that was on the left and somebody on your team that was on the right, you knew it was so much more exciting, wasn't it? So much more exciting when you have team members sitting next to you at events like this. And so even if they're new people, it's even more exciting because they get to see it for the first time. So what we're doing is if you bring 3 new guests, they have to be new, they can't be enrolled, 3 new guests, you're going to get $50 cash that day on Saturday. If you bring 5 new guests that are not enrolled, you're going to get $100 cash right there. So if you know 10 people, which I know all of you guys know 10 people easily, and you get on a call with them, you send a voice memo to them, you say, listen, I want you here, and I have typed up a template of an invite. Would that be helpful if I sent out that invite to you guys, a kind of a mock invite of how I would invite people to a Super Saturday? Would you guys find value in that? Okay, I can post that on Freedom Living Team Business after this. But personally inviting people, you get 10 people there. Not only do you get 10 people there, but you also will get $200 in cash, just like that for inviting people. You guys, these events are powerful. The more new people are in the room, the energy will be so undeniable that people will just move in action. So if you haven't taken a really proactive approach, trust me, when you're in the seat on Saturday, you're going to wish that there had been 5, 10, 15 more people in your life that would be there. And we just wanted to make it more fun by throwing that incentive out. So I'll post that. I'll make a reminder and post that on Freedom Living Team Business right after this call.
So we have a really fun announcement. The Crystal bonuses, Isagenix launched the Crystal bonuses, the double bonuses for when you become a Crystal manager, Crystal director, and Crystal executive. The Crystal Manager bonus, and for those of you who are brand new and you're wondering what Crystal Manager is, if you're brand new, first of all, welcome to Freedom Living Team. My name is Audrey, and this is my husband, James, and we're so happy to have you a part of our team. You are valued and you're loved, and we can't wait to get to know you more. And if you are brand new and you're new to Isagenix, there are different levels of leadership that you move as you continue to help people grow. So the first rank that you hit is consultant, and a consultant means that you've introduced one person on your left team and one person on your right team, and that means you're a consultant. You make a $50 bonus by becoming a consultant, and it opens up your doors to make residual income from that point. Now, when you move up in leadership rank to Crystal Manager, that means that 2 people that you've personally brought in, they have personally helped 2 people become and enroll in Isagenix. So let's say I introduced Jennifer Higgins to Isagenix, and I also introduced Allison to Isagenix. I personally introduced them, and Jennifer shares it with 2 people, and Allison shares it with 2 people. All of a sudden, I just became a Crystal Manager. So I've developed 2 consultants. And when you develop 2 consultants, you make a bonus as a Crystal Manager of $250. But Jim and Kathy Coover are the greatest co-founders on the planet, and they doubled that bonus to $500 when you become a Crystal Manager before, February 3rd. So you have 1 more week to do this. Now, what's awesome about Isagenix is that when you develop a personal consultant, when you've developed a consultant, you make another $100. So when you hit Crystal Manager for the first time, and it's before February 3rd, you made $700. And there is someone
$50, the consultant bonus too.
Yeah, the consultant bonus is $50 if you haven't already hit that. So we have somebody on the call tonight who is a beautiful, shining light on Freedom Living Team. And I've been so blessed to get to know her. When Kate, Instagram messaged me, her and I chatted back and forth. And when we got on the phone, it was just one of those, holy moly, we are connecting on so many levels. She's newly married, and there's Grant. Grant's right there. Hey, Grant. She's newly married, and when she got on the phone, she said, I just have a vision to set people free. I want to serve people, and I want to love them really well. And I said, let's do this, and let's do this big. And she is an amazing teacher. She teaches at a school. She loves her kids so much. And I think the thing that stands out to me the most about Kate is that she is extraordinarily selfless, and her motives and her mission with Isagenix has simply been to serve people. She is a little firecracker. So when she says she's going to hit a goal, she is most definitely going to hit a goal. As selfless and as caring as she is, she's also extremely driven. And those are 2 very important things to have when building your network marketing business: having a service-oriented heart, and also being driven and determined with discipline with your daily action steps. So Caitlin got on a plane. I'm telling the story, but you're going to hear from her. We're going to do a little interview style. She hopped on a plane after a week, maybe even it was less than a week of being on our team, and she went to NYKO, New Year Kickoff.
After a week, she saw the vision. She said, I've got to get to this event. And she came to New Year Kickoff. Her and I had only known each other for 7 days. She didn't know anybody on our team.
but she made, forever friends on our team. I know Jamie Lynn and Tori are nodding their heads because they room together at NYKO, and she's just been on a mission. So she hit Crystal Manager tonight and made $700 this week. And so, Kate, I want to unmute your line because I am so proud of you. And I think you are such a beautiful example of what I shared. I think you have such a servant heart and you lead people really, really well. And you have discipline in your daily action. And I know that that's why we're celebrating you tonight. So how does it feel to be a Crystal Manager?
I am so excited. You can ask Grant. I was jumping up and down when I knew that my mom actually had just reached out with two friends of hers. And so she enrolled 2 people. And I was just, after my mom and I finished enrolling, I was just jumping up and down and so excited because I've been working really hard, but it's also just another person that gets to experience this amazing nutrition. And I know what it's going to do for these people's lives. And it's just so exciting.
Yeah. Well, I know that, you and I, we talk every single day. So there are people who are on this line and they desire to enroll the people that you're enrolling. And you have done a really beautiful job of casting the vision and creating consultants. I know you've got several other girls on your team who are going to go consultant. You're going for Crystal Director.
Yes.
Can you please share with everybody, what are you doing to create these consultants? What is that looking like? Because people want to develop leaders on their team and you're doing a really amazing job at doing that. So what does that look like for you?
For me, it really helped to know, Audrey, what you did with me, I can duplicate that. And what you guys were talking about at NYKO, I really took that to heart. It's about duplication. It's about sharing in such a simple way that allows the people you enroll to then share, because that's how you rank advance. It's not sharing with 50 million people yourself. It's being able to show them how to enroll their friends. And one of the other biggest things for me is doing voice memos. I'm sure you can hear now I get really excited, really, and you can hear it in my voice. And a lot of times when I'm connecting with my team and helping empower them to share it, is I use a voice memo. I don't just text because you can't hear this on a text. So that's been something really big. And also another thing that I think really helped was allowing my girls to just drop me in a group text with the people they want to share it with to start. So that helps them kind of hear the verbiage and, showing them how to talk about it. And that's been super helpful for them to feel comfortable to share. They've said that to me. So
yeah. So that's so good. Okay. So I love that. I'm going to ask you a question. So when you said that the way that I shared it with you was really simple. Mm-hmm. And so you teach your girls how to share it really simply. Yes. What does that look like? What are you doing to teach them? What are they saying?
Yeah. So when I am talking to someone who's new, I use the scripts that are completely laid out on our training website. And if you haven't been there, it is incredible because it just takes all the guesswork out. You're not rambling on, but you're also not giving enough information. The scripts are what work. It's just doing what works. So I share the video, and when I'm on the phone, I share the scripts, and then I release it and I leave it up to them to ask more questions. And, people have definitely said no and not responded and things like that over and over. But I've learned to just release that and ask for encouragement from my team of girls, which is just awesome. Having this group is incredible. So being able to follow the scripts, use our tools that we have, just makes it doable.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been using freedomlivingteamtraining.com, and
yes.
You really can say that your girls are using those scripts too.
Yes, totally. And the pictures to be able to send the packs that are on, everything is just right there, and you can do it. You can do it.
You know what's really fun about what you said? I am so excited that you're experiencing this because for the first 1 to 2 years of my beginning build, we didn't have this. And so I was on the phone for 45 to 60 minutes rambling on and on and on, and I wouldn't close the deal. And now with these scripts, my dream and our dream, I mean, James spent so much time perfecting that website for all of us on Freedom Living Team. Our dream was that there would be people who came in that would be able to move faster than we ever did. And it's so amazing to see that you are a byproduct of that, and your girls and your team is as well. And so we're so proud of you.
And Caitlin, what I think is, really, really cool from my perspective is to see your energy and to see your personality coming through the video. And we can all kind of envision seeing your little audio coming through. And I know it's encouraging me, and I believe it's encouraging everybody on this call to say, you know what, I want to send more videos. Or more audios, this coming week. But what I also love is that your better half is in this with you, and that he's engaged. And Grant, you play a vital role in this. And it's when you have that running person, even if you don't, when you have a friend or you have somebody that you can, they can talk to you when you're feeling a little bit down, a little defeated, or just bounce stuff off with you and be like, hey, all right, let's message 5 more people. Like, man, I'm so excited for you. Because I know how excited she is, and I know that it's only going to perpetuate what you guys have when you can continue to, work and continue to get closer together, and both of you guys leaning in and engaging it. So it's so cool to see that, and I'm so excited for you both. And thank you for sharing your insight. I mean, you just said it right there, like the simplicity of what this is, right? I mean, it's just really having conversations. Who in the chats would say that what she just said sounded pretty doable in terms of would you guys say that, going for Crystal Manager this week and sending audios would be pretty doable? And I love that, Caitlin, that you just said, hey, I'm just saying, what I see on the website, and I'm just letting my enthusiasm come through. It's beautiful. So
let me ask you, I got one more question, because there's so many people who are on this call that are not full-time Isagenix, and you're not full-time Isagenix. You are newly married, you have a full-time job being a teacher, and yet you are so consistent in your Isagenix business. So can you share with all of us, you do daily action every day with your Isagenix business. What does that look like? Where do you fit this in, and what does your day look like?
Yeah, I definitely set written goals for myself, and knowing who I'm going to reach out to and what I need to do in the morning. I get up pretty early before school, so I do that in the morning. And then, Grant knows too, like when I come home, I spend, a certain amount of time really focusing in on making connections and talking to people. But even one girl who enrolled this week, I talked to her when I was in the bathroom on a lunch break. So like, that's just real. I just I'm going to keep talking to people and making those connections just in the pockets of your time, and just, it's so doable.
I love that. I know you and Chelsea Taylor were laughing about that, because Chelsea Taylor was like, when I first started this and I was a full-time nurse injector, I was in the bathroom and I was sending text messages, and you were like, me too, that's what I was doing. And so I think it's so good to remember, you guys, that if you are full-time in Isagenix, that doesn't mean working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Nobody has that time, but it does mean being consistent and diligent with the time that you do have. And so, Kate, we're just cheering you on. And I know you and I were texting, and you said, okay, Crystal Director, how many crystals do I need?
That was the first thing Grant asked me. What's next? What's next?
Crystal Director, baby. And so I know you are going to hit that. And for those of you that are new and you say, okay, well, what is next after Crystal Manager? Crystal Director means that you've personally introduced 6 people, and you've helped those 6 people become consultants. And when you do that, you make a $750 bonus. But Jim and Kathy, again, they're doubling that bonus by a certain date. And instead of $750, you're going to make $1,500 plus $400 extra for the new consultants that you're creating. So that's almost $2,000 that you're going to make when you hit Crystal Director. And then after Crystal Director, the final and the biggest milestone, and if you're on this call and you're thinking, I want to make Isagenix, listen, you may love your 9-to-5 right now. That's beautiful. We want you to be and to love and to find the freedom to build this business in the way that fits your lifestyle. And so if you're on this and you love your job, but you do want Isagenix to be a significant income, then I want everybody right now to write down on your piece of paper, I am an Isagenix Crystal Executive. I am an Isagenix Crystal Executive. And what a Crystal Executive is, it is the, you've reached the top leadership level in Isagenix. The top leadership level is a Crystal Executive, and that means that you've personally introduced 10 people to Isagenix. 5 people on your left team and 5 people on your right team who have all become consultants. So you've helped 10 people, each tell 2 people. And when you do that, you become a Crystal Executive, and the bonus for a Crystal Executive is $1,000. But because of Jim and Kathy, the double bonuses, it's going to be $2,000 plus the consultant bonuses, not including your residual income. And so everybody's shooting for Crystal Executive, and there are so many people who are on this line. If you have been a part of our team and you haven't yet hit Crystal Executive, listen. Now is your time to shine, and there's no better time than the present to make the decision and say, I'm going to go for this. I think the thing that I gleaned the most from listening to Kate is the fact that all she's doing is using freedomlivingteamtraining.com. And the way that she was brought into the business, which was through me, and I was reading word for word from the scripts when I was talking to her, because I knew that the way that I brought her in was going to be the way that she brought people in. And so when she began to share Isagenix, all she did was read the scripts, and that's why she's growing so quickly. So if you've been in Isagenix for a while and you know how to say everything, or if you're brand new and you're learning how to say everything, the scripts are going to be your gateway and the tracks for you to run on. Because again, if you were at NYKO and you heard James and I training on stage, it's not about what works, it's about what duplicates. And using tools and using scripts is what duplicates, and you will become your posture. You'll become more passionate when you speak about it. You will enroll so many more value packs when you speak and use the scripts. So I know Kate, she only really enrolls value packs, and if she doesn't, she enrolls a premium. And I've had text messages from people on our team saying, I want to feel more confident. I feel really confident talking about the basic system, but I want to enroll value packs. And I say, are you using the scripts? And most of the time, if they're only enrolling basics, it's because they're not using the scripts. So if you use the scripts and you begin to have your posture be that way, you're going to end up enrolling more value packs.
So with that, I saw Taylor comment in the chats, writing it out and declaring it all over this week. And you guys, you can think that's phony. You can think that's, whatever you want, but there is a real power when you speak out and you declare what is going to happen. Mm-hmm. I don't care how you cut it. There is a true power to that. And so if you are serious about taking this next week, in the chats, just say me, if making $700 in this next week would make an impact on your life. $700 in this next week. Comment me if that would do a show of hands, whatever.
You and Tamra, Crystal Manager.
So here's what it is. If everyone has a piece of paper, this is what I want everybody to do. I want you to do this. Here's you. I want you to draw you, okay? And then this is all we're doing. We're doing you share, they share, and you're drawing this out, and this is you, okay? This is you, and this is all that it is. You see Odd's face peeking out behind there. This is all that this week entails. It doesn't need to be Crystal Executive. It doesn't need to be necessarily enroll 50,000 people. Can you help 2 people who are going to eat and love and consume these products, get them paid for by sharing this with 2 other people, a mom and a brother, an uncle and a friend? That's what's that's what's ahead of you right now. And there's $700 that whether it's a house payment, whether it's a car payment, whether it's student loans, whether it's groceries, whether it's a birthday gift, a vacation that you so desperately want to take your kids on, your family on, it's right here this week. This is it. It's right in front of you. And like Caitlin so beautifully said, she's just talking to people. Like she's just having conversations. She's sending voice memos. She's staying, congruent to the scripts. She's helping her other people with the conversations, and that's it. And she's finding the right people. Yeah. And she's going through the conversations enough. So if you're serious about this, I hope that by the end of tonight, it's all over your wall. It's on your mirror. It's in your car. It's on your book. It's in the background of your phone. Crystal Manager. I am a Crystal Manager. It's 2 consultants. It's 2 consultants. If you've been in the business for 3 years and you've never done it before, I promise you, you can do this. It really is attainable for you. And so we are hoping more, we would love nothing more than just to see 50 new Crystal Managers this week, because we know that that's lives impacted and that's families impacted. And we have the tracks to run on. We have all of the systems set in place. And I wanted to pass it off. I think Lane got a message really quickly just to talk about Super Saturday closing up and going forward to an event. Lane, you got a message, I think, from somebody just before the call, right? You want to fill us in a little bit? I just unmuted your line. What that's about?
Yeah, so I just want to, I think, kind of tie it in with what we talked about earlier with Super Saturday and really kind of bring home the fact of what we have coming here at Super Saturday on February 9th. So I got a message today randomly from someone that is not on Freedom Living team that is packing a car and bringing 2 people with her that are not on our team, and they're driving from Maryland to come down here to get the energy from this team. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, really just sit there and I was like, wow, sometimes I think we can all take for granted what we have in our backyard with the leaders of James and Odd, and then also when Angelique Nori is going to come over here. So Super Saturday here in Knoxville, guys, it's going to be a game changer. So if you are on the fence about coming to Super Saturday, if you're debating whether to make the trek, it is going to be absolutely worth your time and your energy to get here. And this is the cool part. So just think about it. Nashville is celebration. So let's say that you bring 2 or 3 people here to Knoxville that catch the vision, and then they can get to Nashville with you come August. So just think about what can happen when they come here at Super Saturday. So just wanted to share that story that people are coming from everywhere on the South, from Maryland, and it's going to be an event where you walk away and it's going to completely change your business.
While we are muted, can I shout out a couple of people for showing
up?
Yeah.
Totally.
So Allison is on this call, and she has had a very hard week. Her son was in the hospital in the PQ, and so I'm just super proud of her for taking the time tonight to get on this call and showing up. Also, Rhymes, it is probably 2:30 a.m. in London, and she's on this call, so I'm super proud of her as well. And then this is Jerica, one of my very best friends' first Zoom call, and so she is awesome. So I just wanted to shout out those girls for showing up, just because they have every excuse. Allison and Ron's especially have every excuse not to be on this call, and they are. So super, super proud of them.
So
thanks so much, girlfriend.
So glad y'all
Say
are
that again,
here.
Allison.
I said thank you so much, Chelsea, and I'm so glad to be here.
Oh,
I'm so excited. You guys get me so pumped up.
We're so glad to have you. We can't wait to cheer you on. I know Chelsea's shared some really beautiful things about you and your phone call with her. So we know you're going to do some big things. And guys, we want to encourage you, and a call to action when you get off this call tonight, that you would send voice memos to people who are on your team, inviting them to come to Super Saturday. Listen, when events like this come up, they are life-changing events. But with a life-changing event, there are always setbacks and excuses that people have not to show up. It happens every single event. There are backlashes that they can experience. Things pop up. They can't find a babysitter. There's so many things that always come up because we know when people come to this event, they are going to experience breakthrough in their life, not just physically, not just financially, but there's something so spiritual that happens when people get in a room with Freedom Living Team. And there are chains that break off of people. So when you get off of this Zoom call, be diligent and vigilant with getting your team to get into that room. Whatever you need to do. If somebody says, I can't because I have to, I don't have help for my kids, what can you do
Fight for them
to help them find that babysitter? What can we do? I mean, there's always a solution for every problem. There's never an excuse. So when we get off call to action, how many people from your team are you going to personally be bringing with you? Save them seats. Have that filled up. You have your own row filled with your team. We're going to have a photo booth so that you can take pictures, make it be something super fun and a memorable day. So call to action, send that out. We're going to post the link. Get your tickets. We're so proud of you. We love you. We're praying for you for your week. Let's create some consultants this week and move that needle forward in our Isagenix businesses. We love you guys and have a great night.
We love you guys. And
Bye.
there will be no team call next Sunday because of the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Last thing. So love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.